Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review then. Today we've got another beer from the Burnt Mill Brewery in Suffolk near Ipswich, and this is their Land Apart. So this is an India Pale Ale then, coming at 6.2% ABV. As you can see, it's a collaboration with Northern Monk out of Leeds in West Yorkshire. This beer's been out a little while, but yeah, check out the artwork on that. I don't know actually where the photograph was taken, but it kind of, for some reason, reminds me of South America somewhere. Maybe up in the high Andes or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Lands Apart then. So this beer is brewed with Azacca, Mosaic and Enigma hops. There's a bit more information about what's going on here. An IPA brewed in collaboration with Northern Monk with a malt base of extra pale, rounded out with heavy dose of oats, which brings a thick creaminess to the grist. Take the beer all the way for the vinous pine throughout, and a bright citrus and tropical fruit. Contains water, barley, wheat, oats, yeast, hops, as you'd expect. burntmillbrewery.com is the website, so all the information down below. I've had this beer a fair while. Purchased at the Little Swift in Margate, so I think it's probably one of the last beers. I've had this beer a long time then, but it's got a long shelf life on it, so certainly a brewery this year we've been really kind of quite fond of. They haven't actually got a tap room, which is really surprising. I hope they do in the future, for sure. So what we've got here, we've got well, not even a one finger, just over a half a finger of white, loosely pat bubbled head. But yeah, it looks the part in the glass. Very clean, crisp looking kind of orange haziness. There's no kind of a thinner part near the top or the bottom. It's just all the way through, so that kind of tells you, as it says in the actual description of the beer on the can, that there's a fair amount of oats used in this for sure. So 6.2%, so it should be a half decent body, I would have thought. But yeah, let's get an aroma then on this beer. It looks absolutely cracking. Somebody's had time to set a little bit. Wow, what a lovely little aroma on this. It's got a very kind of, there's a cereal quality, which is probably the oats, I'll assume. But yeah, nice, almost like a nice well rounded out aroma. Light citrusy notes. A little bit earthy, almost a slight dankness almost. But yeah, I've got an impression in my head of what it's going to taste like, so let's just go in and see what we get. Cheers. Yeah, it's all there. A little bit of grapefruit bitterness. Don't know what the IBUs are, but there is a slight bite to it, but very mellow, very kind of rounded beer. Not really a real sharpness edge. So I mean it was actually canned on, okay, the 18th of June, can you believe? The 18th of June, July, August, we're now on the 5th of September, so not quite 3 months in the can. But that is really very pleasant, very juicy, light orange kind of tones to it. You're definitely getting that creamier mouthfeel from the oats. Almost like a low medium body for the beer as well. There's no hint at the ABV. Oh, wow. what a lovely little beer. You're definitely getting that kind of slight kind of cereal note. Maybe the wheat is coming into play a little bit and interacting with the oats. There is a slight kind of drying sensation I'm getting from it, possibly from the Azacca hops, not too sure. But yeah, very, very nice, delicate almost kind of mouthfeel and the overall vibe of the beer. Wow, this is beautiful, beautiful stuff. Not classed technically as a just as American IPA on Untapped, but definitely that kind of creaminess, mouthfeel, which is a key part of the whole overall experience of the beer, with the oats, of course, that I keep banging on about. It's very kind of New England-esque. I'd say the only thing that probably pulls it apart from that is that kind of slight underlying prickly dryness, but very kind of like minimal, for me at least. Not being a home brewer, etc., I'm more of a, as you know, I like to drink it rather than brew it. But you never know, in the future I might start doing a little bit of a. I mean, I had the perfect opportunity, of course, this year with the old lockdown for 3 months, but it's very difficult to homebrew when you've got like a young family, etc. It's a whole day kind of sort of thing in the kitchen, and difficult to explain to a young child. I can't. I've got, and all that sort of thing with timings and stuff. But yeah, maybe in the future. Might do like a live brew day or something, and from scratch, first day ever brewing, do it live and just say, yeah, I'm learning, so, and get some feedback. So I think that'd be a good thing. We'll see though. Anyway, I don't know why I went off on that tangent. I'm drinking this beer here. This is absolutely cracking. It's so easy drinking. The creamy mouthfeel, as it says on the can, it plays in really well. In terms of ratings then, yeah, I mean, the Burnt Mill are just absolutely. I've had some great beers from them this year. This one, I think, is really kind of. It gives me the impression over. It's had like almost 3 months just sat in the fridge. It's kind of potentially come together really well. Very smooth. It's probably one of the smoothest kind of Burnt Mill beers I've had this year, actually, for mouthfeel. So maybe a little bit of time has aided, towards that, and that kind of factor, if you like. But yeah, this is awesome. Absolutely lovely beer. So rating then on this one, I'll give this beer a pretty solid 8.5 out of 10. So it's a 4.25 on the old Untapped scale, if you follow that sort of thing. But yeah, an 8.5 out of 10 from me. Really nice. Over to Untapped then, 1,114 total check-ins of this beer then. 164 in the last 30 days. So there's still quite a few people that have held on to their cans, unless they obviously haven't made a rebrew. It's been a collaboration with Northern Monk, but so yeah, it must still be quite widely available, I would imagine. Just seeing if there's any other more information here. I'm not getting much in the way of pine. It says pine. My computer's froze, of course, so we can't get to the actual scores at the moment. But so while we're waiting for that, we'll just give it another taste just to make sure. I'm pretty sure, yeah, and not 8.5 out of 10 for sure. Don't know why my computer's froze. Come on. we might not be able to get to the scores then. Let's have a look here. We'll do it from, we'll finish off then, Lands Apart. Lands Apart Burnt Mill. So it's had 1,032 total check-ins then, and it's coming in at 3.88, which is on the kind of low side. But then a lot of people would have had it fresh as well. So here we go, just come up. So yeah, 1,032 ratings in, 3.88, relatively low. Potentially, I've not had this beer before, but potentially the beer has kind of developed and improved over time. You know, there's a fair chance of that. I'm trying to see that there was some other flavours here. I did write a few bits down what I thought was going to happen with the beer. I think that's another thing as well. There is a like a white wine vinous quality as well. It's kind of a nice note. Anyway, I'm waffling on here. Let me know if I've had this one before. It's probably been, you know, you might have had it like a few months back or a month or so ago or whatever. Lands Apart then from Burnt Mill Brewery, just outside Ipswich in Suffolk in East Anglia, and collaboration with Northern Monk out of Leeds in West Yorkshire. Thanks for watching then, bit of a longer review. Really do appreciate it if you stayed this long. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, be really cool, give us a thumbs up on the way out, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers then.